Hey guys, it's Melody here. So this is my post-surgery day one update. I wouldn't even call it maybe a surgery even because there was no slicing and cutting. So obviously I'm talking a little funny because I have no teeth. For anyone who's a little bit squeamish, there might be some parts in here that you might not want to hear, but I'm making this for anybody who's going through this or who is going to have to go through this. So, yesterday was a bit of a busy day for me. I had to actually take her to get her shots, her 18-month shots, for 1 o'clock, and then I had to head for the dentist at 3, so it was a bit of a rush of a day. And honestly, I was super, super nervous. I felt like I was going to cry or throw up, and honestly, I didn't know which one it was going to be. The doctor did prescribe me 2 milligrams of Ativan. So I took that about 20 minutes before I left the house, along with 2 milligrams of melatonin. And if you have dental anxiety as bad as I do, I cannot recommend that enough. It's honestly, it's about probably as close as you can get to like a twilight sleep without actually having an IV. So I ended up walking to the dentist. It's only about like 2 blocks from my house, so I walked just because, I was nervous and that was going to help me to calm down and kind of get my thoughts together. Got to the dentist. I actually was there a little early, so they just put me in the room. I brought my phone and headphones so I could listen to music. And then the dentist came in and he numbed me all up. And I do have to say, my dentist that I have right now, he is the absolute best for like numbing me and me feeling as little pain as possible. But he numbed my entire mouth, including the roof of my mouth. That one was a little weird because it kind of felt like somebody had like a spacer that they put up at the top of your mouth and that they were cracking it open. There was a lot of pressure there because of when he did that. So he got me all numbed up, and then they left the room for about 20 minutes to make sure things work, and then came back and started getting to work. Like I said, I was kind of like half napping, half meditating while he was gone. So I wasn't really paying that much attention. So he started with the top teeth. I still did have some molars up top there. So I think he started with those. But I'm going to be perfectly honest. I honestly have no idea, like, where he went and what he did. Because I didn't feel all that much. I think when I had the molars done in December, I felt a lot because they were still kind of infected a little bit, but none of my remaining teeth were infected. They were just, down to the bone or whatnot. They were just outside surface cavities or whatever. So the worst part of it, I am gonna say, is there was like some creaking and cracking noises, and a lot of pressure when he was pulling them. And I think the creaking was more like when Ren, your head is in the way, darling. Was when the roots were like pulling out of the bone. He did have to stop. Oh, yeah, you want your boots? Alright. He did have to stop at one point when he got to the front 2 teeth and he put some more numbing in because it was hurting a little bit when he started on those. But he only gave me about 5 minutes for that, and it was fine. And then he packed me with gauze, and then I left for about another 20 minutes, and I did my whole, like, napping, meditating routine again. And then I came back, and he finished the bottoms. So, yeah. There was 14 teeth in total. He did have to stop again when he got to this tooth here. For some reason, when he started pulling on it, some of the numbing had started coming out in the back already, and for some reason, it was translating back here. So, you know, if you're going through removals and it starts hurting, don't be afraid to say, hey, it's hurting, even if it's hurting somewhere weird, because they can put more numbing in, right? They don't want to hurt you, generally speaking. I mean, I know that there are some dentists who are probably sadists, but generally speaking, they want to help you. So, there was an awful lot of bleeding. I am on baby aspirin right now, so that's probably had to do with that. He did send a prescription for, Tylenol 3, that we went and picked up immediately. So we went and picked that up, and then we came home, and honestly, at that point, I don't know if it was the meds that I took or just the stress, but I was exhausted. I could not keep my eyes open, so I went to bed. I honestly sat most of, like, yesterday after I got home from my dentist. Luckily, my husband was able to take the rest of his workday off. So he stayed home with the kids. I did get up at one point, and I noticed that I was still bleeding quite a bit. I had changed my gauze out like 3 times at this point. So I decided to make myself some tea. So I made tea and I let it cool down a little bit, and I started drinking it. And I don't know if it was because I had a lot of blood in my stomach or whatnot, but I actually threw it back up again. Luckily, it was basically all tea. So that was easy. And I took a shower. Oh, excuse me. I took a shower, and then I had a cup of chicken broth. And that was good. That hit the spot. And then I went back for another nap. And then when I woke up, my husband went out and he got me some chili, which maybe not totally recommended because the ground meat, but that really filled me up. Because, you know, obviously that's going to be the trick for the next few weeks, is eating stuff that's not going to bother the sockets while they're healing. That is going to keep me full. So, today is, I mean, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning now. It was 3 o'clock yesterday when I went to the dentist. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really have that much pain. I did take a Tylenol 3 about 3 hours ago, so, it's honestly not that bad. I kind of worked it up in my brain to be a lot worse than it was. And I kind of wish that I had known that it wasn't going to be as bad. Although I do know, again, that the meds really helped with that. So, I mean, I guess the next thing is just healing it up and then getting my dentures made. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk a little funny, a little lispy. So, I hope those of you who are here for my budgeting videos don't take, you know, I was going to say offense, but that's not the right word. Don't think that I'm talking too funny. Anyways, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. It was about, it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It was about $1,700. I had 14 teeth left. I think I said that already. And it was about $1,700, and I'm going to get about $1,100 of that back from my insurance. So that's good. That means I only have to pay, well, I run it up, so it's going to be about $500 that I have to pay out of pocket. Which, you know what, I can suck that up and pay that. So, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to go ahead and get my dentures and be, you know, less self-conscious and have less pain, you know, not be worried that something I'm gonna eat is gonna, like, break a piece of my tooth off. So, like I said, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to you and let you know the answer to your questions. So, that's it. Have a nice day, have a nice week, whatever, and hopefully I will see you for my cash stuffing video later this week. Alright, bye.